the 14th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Out of the gun to give to the back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Handoff from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On third down, going up top. Looking deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for space. It's Edelman. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds space on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Like 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They move the tight end all over. On second down, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Savage. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They go to the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
It's first down from the 11. They're getting this guy lathered up. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets it out fast. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Gadecki. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Final play of the quarter coming. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. Georgia 3, LSU 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Gonna run it. It's Edelman. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught in the backfield, it's Edelman. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
And the quarterback is snowed under. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
He's got him in the flat. And there is Nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. Done.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's loose. Can anyone catch him? And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Edelman. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook is short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
LSU now operating in the red zone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. He's looking to pass. They're trying to get to it. Makes the grab over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the defense, with help from the officials, will push this offense back. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Defense going to call a timeout here and give the kicker a little something to think about. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Wants to throw on 3rd. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. On the run, it's Edelman. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They go right back to him. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide out in motion. They'll try to race to the edge on first and goal with the wide receiver. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. The proverbial rabbit out of the hat. Getting out of the Houdini-like blocks. Calling reverse and trickeration, and it worked.
It does, and it's frustrating. It's defensively, you're thinking run, and you're playing aggressive. And on that backside, man, you got to stay home. You got to be alert. You got to do your job. When you don't, here comes the reverse. Here comes the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
On second down, looking again to throw. Using the quick game. Tackled there by the defense.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarter.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Gadecki. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space. See if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Quick strike complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter.
2nd down coming up. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got room at the 35.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. LSU quick to the line.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way to turn and to run. It's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defense did a good job of that. Defense stayed home, made the play.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll leave it with him. Hits the spin cycle. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man on the right.
All right, they get the completion, don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here no matter where you are in the field. Keep this drive going.
Georgia sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Looking for a block. It's Gadecki. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quarterback checking off. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two of the most historic programs in college football, Notre Dame and USC. Let's recap who's taking home the Jewel Shillelagh. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Turns it on in midfield. Running toward the tape. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, or you've got to have a spy ready to make a play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get the first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking to throw for it. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away.
to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Gadecki. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Looking to throw on second down. Time to take a shot. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Got some room to run. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time, one stop, less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gadecki. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He'll start this drive firing. He's going up top here late in the game. And he holds it in at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. He looks that one in nicely. He is in there. The 2-point conversion gives them the lead. And what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And that is how we will wrap this one up. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.